Assalamu alaikum, doctor. I'm Abdullah Nafis. My matric number is A20EC4060. So for this assignment 3, we are 2 members in our group. So I am Abdullah Nafis. Yes. Now I am going to present my part for the assignment 3. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, here is our code for the assignment 3, doctor. At first, the process image function. So this process image function takes an input image and a threshold value as parameter. Then it first converts the image to grayscale image here, and then it after converting grayscale image, that it applies the thresholding to obtain the binary. The binary image with black and white pixels. Then the threshold value determines the cutoff point for turning pixels into black or white. Then pixel with intensity value higher than the threshold value are turned into white, and which is the intensity value lower than the threshold value or equal than threshold value, it will be turned into black. Then the function then finds the contours of the foreground object here by doing this, and here it will find the contours using this find contours function. And contours are simply the boundaries of the object in an image. So with the CV2 RETR external function, this mode retrieves only the outermost contours, and while the chain approx symbol, this method compresses horizontal, vertical, and diagonal segments and leaves only their endpoints. So next, the function creates a mask here. The function creating a mask with white pixels inside the contours and black pixels outside by iterating over each contour, drawing it onto an empty mask using the CV2 draw contours function here. So it will be in a loop and it will draw into an empty mask using this function. So finally, the function applies here. So here the finally function applies the mask into the input image to extract the foreground object and set the background to white. And the CV2 bitwise, this function, bitwise AND function, performs the bitwise AND operation between each pixel of the image and the corresponding pixel of the mask. The resulting image will have black pixels where the mask is black and the input image is black, and white pixels everywhere else. Next, the function then sets all the remaining black pixels in the image to white using the NumPy binary image, NumPy indexing technique. So by using this NumPy indexing technique, it will do all the remaining to black pixels, resulting in a binary image with white foreground object and white background. Then we have the application class. So this application class is a subclass of the tk.frame class and served as the main application window. It has 3 widgets: open image, then the save image, and the threshold. So the open image button and when the open image button is clicked, so here the open image function. So when the open image button is clicked, this open image function will do work. So it will do that. When it is clicked, then the user is prompted to prompt to a window. Select an open image, and the selected image is then loaded and processed using the process image function with the current value of the threshold slider. So here, the threshold slider, it will go to the process image, and with this value, the image will be processed. Next, the save image. So when the save image button is clicked, then this function will be operated. So in this function, the user is prompted to select a file path and name the save name the file that you want to save. So here, ask about save as file name. And next, the process image then saved as a JPG file and using the CV2 IamWrite function here, using the CV2 IamWrite function. And then the process image function is also called whenever the threshold slider is, this process image function, it will be also called when the threshold slider is moved or update. The threshold slider is updated. Then it will produce a new image, I mean produce with the new threshold value. And then the show image function, this show image function is also called whenever this show image function displays the original input image and the processed image in separated window using the cv2 show function. And yeah, that's all. And then here it's the main loop to show the whole our whole code. So that's all for the our code explanation, doctor. Thank you. I'm requesting my group member to show the output and everything else. Thank you, doctor.